Hello Twitch, YouTube, welcome. Just quickly going to set up some stuff here, and then we're gonna continue on. Right, um, so yeah, YouTube, Twitch, be patient. I'll be right with you guys. Why is there no camera on my? Okay, I see why. Alright. So due to events, some events, YouTube, Twitch, you will not see any camera feed. Just want to make sure that sound is working. Yes, okay, sound is working, which is good, which is what I want. Alright, start busy with some stuff. Gotta start now, so be patient. Right, let's go. So, everyone, welcome. Okay, we are gonna play Factorio. There's some stuff that's gonna change that we are gonna focus on. Right, so first thing first. Okay, so we're gonna start on Vulcanus. Gonna start with it, and we're gonna work our way for it. Okay. So safe orbit, yes, everything's settings like that. I'm just gonna increase the amount of resources because we are gonna run out of it. Further on, everything is right. We're not gonna focus on that. Let's give it a one. Right, now with the terrain, we're gonna leave everything as is. We're gonna go to enemies, enemy bases, we're gonna put completely full. We're not gonna start an area, so we're gonna minimize that starting area. Now the preview, what we're gonna have, that is if we get out and out of Vulcanus, the picture that you see now, that is Vulcanus. If we do get out and we travel to other planets, we are gonna have something like this. So what do we get here? Right, so all of these raids are enemies. So we got the iron, we got the copper, we got the oil, and we get our uranium. We got also water. So we are not gonna focus on this planet yet. That is for later. Right, so further on, everything is as is. And let's confirm and let's play it. Right, so due to technical issues, we have crash landed in Vulcanus. Our destination was Novus or Novis, but yeah, ship had technical issues and we had to make an emergency landing in the on Vulcanus. Right, so what I'm doing now, I'm just getting my supports that we are not going to be used for forever. Alright, so what do we got? We got calcite, which is good. This is going to be allow us for to mine, to use calcite and sulfuric acid to create steam and those stuff. So that is where we're going to focus on. We got our coal, so a bit of a power, which is going to help, especially the early development. And I do not see any tungsten. Ah, here it is. Tungsten ore right up here. So if we do require tungsten, we will need to eliminate the worm that is in this area. And to get more, we need to eliminate the worm that is in this area. But that is a bit for a bit later. We're not going to do that one now. Alright, so let's start by mining some rocks. So this is going to give us our basic resources. Okay, so it's going to take a while to get here. But yeah, soon. Right, so the start is for a very slow start. So it's going to take a while before we do get to our level. Or to our place that we need to get. So once we get our foundry set up, we can get our iron and we can get our copper. So that is gonna help wonderful because the volcanic is spewing out all the copper and all the iron ore. Alright, so now we got enough. We're only gonna create 15 of them. The reason why for the 15 is because we're gonna do our iron right here. We're gonna do our copper and we're gonna do our steel, or vice versa, however we're gonna put it. Right, so this is all a research tree. We can focus that a bit later. For now, we need to get our copper or our gold. So we are gonna create one chest, and then we're gonna put our chest right there. We're gonna put our wood in right there. So the wood is a burnable material which mines us gold. So while that is busy mining, let's quickly get some of our more rocks to be mined. You see, there's the coal finished, of the wood finished. Right, so let's grab, so let's put the coal inside, so now we can create more coal. So one wood gave us 3 coals. Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome. Okay, I think that will be enough. So we're first gonna focus on our iron. So let's put our iron there, let's put our copper there, and tungsten we're not gonna use it now. Even insertion. There we go. So now we can create our iron. So we might get maybe 8 per iron, most likely. Right, so now we can create another coal mine or burner miner. This is gonna work very well because we can put it like that. Now basically what happens now is these two is feeding each other. So we can't stop actually. The only way we can stop is if we run out of inventory space. That is the only way we can stop. But let's hope it doesn't happen like that. And let's continue. Hey Sue. Hey Sweetie. How are you guys? Hey Dan. How's everyone doing? Okay. So now we got more coal. Let's add them in. Emerald Kingdom. Let's grab more. Let's go for us 2 more. So this is in the beginning, it's gonna be very slow start. But once we set up our foundry, it's gonna go faster. There we go. Right, so now we can start with to mine our, to create ourselves copper. So we can only get 12, that's fine. Let's put them in. Let's put those in. There we go. Right. Right, we're not gonna focus on this one now. We can do that a bit later. Okay, so we got our electronics and we got our automation. Now, next is we will need to be able to create our own power. In order to create our own power, we need to research, or we need to build electronic circuits, 15 of them. There's 15 up in the air, busy creating, busy making it, and let's continue mining. We don't want that one. Because the reason why we're not going to use that one is because it's not going to be a benefit for us. It's only giving us stone. Right, so now we can create ourselves solar panel. Okay, now there's one thing that must also be in. We must create our steel. Okay, so how do we create our steel? We use iron, which we are busy with, and we get our some coal. So let's distribute everything in. Let's grab some iron. Let's put you guys in. Right, so now we are busy creating our resources of our steel. Okay. Right. We got our iron. We can create one solar panel. Damn, it's expensive. Okay. With the solar panel, let's put it here. Then let's get our more iron, our steel, and we need which is out. There we go. Right, so while those are busy, let's quickly mine some more rocks. Okay, that should be enough for now. Let's add them in, let's grab some iron plates, there we go. So we're only gonna build one electric pole. Okay, so with the small electric pole, we cannot use that because there's no trees here. Right, so as far as possible, but also grab it, something like there. Now the next is we are gonna need some assembly machine. We must start to make ourselves automation packs, which is not done yet because we need to build a research lab. So we need 36 of the iron and 15 copper. There we go. Now we can make one. Okay, so we have add our iron plate. So let's put it here. Now this one's function is gonna be for our automation plate. We must get more. See there, I'm out of power because yeah, there's no sun. So let's mine some more rocks. Alright, so there we got our automation done. Let's go up, and we can add it right there. Right, so with it, we are gonna need, we're building piece by piece. So let's quickly add you into the hotbar. Let's add you. Alright, so what does automation science pack requires? Right, so we need copper and gears. In order to make gears, we will need to create another automation machine assembly. We got to feed them. Okay, so what that does it? This is the beginning of the game. This is what's happening now. We have to mine the rocks. We have to gather the basic resources in order to expand. So this is the only slow start that we're gonna have. Alright, should be enough for now. Right, so we will need only one extra. So you gotta be put there, you gotta be there, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, just for in case. Just for in case. So one there, and one there. Then we need 2 chests. We already got the chest. Why put it? Anyway. There we go. So now that is sorted. Alright. So the relationship between it will be 2 for 1. At the bottom where it says total raw, 2 iron, 1 copper. So we can easily add 1 there, and we can add this one in. So yes, we are not going to create 2 to 1 precisely, but the function is there. Next, what we're going to focus on is we're going to do our logistics. We're going to get our mining drone, calcite process, that we can easily do. We can grab it quickly, and then we can do our steam pipes, which we have not, which we pump set. Yes, which we do have. Alright. So let's wait for them to continue on. Let's mine on. So how's everyone doing today? Are you guys well? I hope so. If you guys are doing well, then I'm happy. Alright, so be free to chat, be free to ask questions. You're more than welcome. Okay, let's quickly grab those. Let's fill it up. Let's put it in. There we go. So those are busy. How much? Only 1. So let's see if we can make another one. 1 extra. So we need 36. We got 20. Okay, so there's more money to be done. No, I don't want to mine coal. We got the machine that mines for us. Okay. So let's just keep on mining. It's a very famous saying. Those who have watched Finding Nemo, the first one, just keep swimming and swimming. Oh, that is what I'm doing, but just a different way. Just keep mining, Alright, so it should be enough for now. most likely. Right, yes, there's one. We can create one more extra. Now we can improve the system a bit. Just sorry about that. Just a small bit. We can improve it by creating um, another lab with a box between inside it. So we can basically say, hey, let's go like this. We add you. Ooh, there comes the problem. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Can add it like this. We remove this one out. Can we just shove it to that side? Now, what are we gonna do if we require more? Well, we will have to build another set of and set of medium part. So let's quickly do it. Let's too far to reach. Let's put it in. Let's put it there, and just in time. Right. So what's happening now? It's this one, create an iron gears. It's gonna create an automation pack. The resource is gonna get put in here so that we can continue on making and not get stopped. Okay. So we're busy with those two. We got our electric mining in. So we need power. Okay, so what do we need to do to get power? Right, so let's quickly have a look. Right, so we will have to mine calcite in order to get power. Okay, let's quickly do it. So it's just a bit of a walk. That's gonna happen. We're gonna go to the bottom side. Let's not get trapped between the cliffs here. So we are gonna need to come get here. This is our calcite. Our calcite function is gonna be used to mine our sorry, not to mine, but to get sulfuric acid, and then we can create the sulfuric acid to steam, and steam can get us power. And if there is enough steam, we can create our water. Yeah, don't ask why. How? Let's just mine up to 20. Almost done, almost done, almost done. There we go. So while we are here, let's quickly get some of these rocks. Faded chimney drink. Okay, we're not going to use that one now. Later. Okay, so while we're going out, let's mine more. Yes, it is a repetition of it. So we are just gonna keep on mining. Later on, this will not be necessary. Yeah, all of this mining will not be necessary. Then we got our bots, we got our trains. There's lots of stuff that can happen. Alright, so let's create one pump jack. We also need to create one chemical plant, so we will need to have iron plates. Let's put it inside, let's put it there. Let's create a iron chest. So this iron chest is going to be used to put the extra stuff inside, for example these ones. Okay, so let's put those 4 in there. So now we are running out of iron plates. So let's put those in. Let's create. Right, so now let's go for our chemical plant. Okay, so this chemical plant is gonna be used to create ourselves our steam. What do you guys say about these prices these days? About hot chocolate and Milo? Good grief. When we were younger, Milo's the 750 grams cost around what, 20 rand? Now when we look at the shop, it's almost 50, 60 rand. Goodness gracious. Why? Yeah. Never know that those stuff will get so expensive. Even coffee. Yeah. Coffee, the prices of the coffee also skyrocket. Right. So now we got our pump check. Okay, so we cannot place here because there's no valve for it. What? Sting. Why do you smoke? Okay. So we are gonna create a pump jack. So we can only place the pump jack in a steam vent, in a sulfuric acid vent. For example, like that. Expected resource 20 per second, which is good. That is all we need. We don't need much more than that. Now we're gonna run this pump back to our base. Okay, so this one is to come all the way up to there, and we will have to power it also. So it's gonna be quite a few resources that we're gonna use. Everything just to get power. Okay, so while we're busy with that, let's quickly continue with the volcanic rocks. Hey everyone, hello. Ah, thank you, I really appreciate it. The person who just sent that, thank you, I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that I didn't catch your name, but I really appreciate it. Okay. Let's get here. Have anyone saw the game Fear? First Extraction Assault Recon. Yeah, I think I must play that game tomorrow night. It's been a long time since I played that game. And those who have watched Chucky or any horror movies, yeah, wow, Fear is a bit different than that. One of my friends back in Limpopo, did I, yeah, did I just didn't get with mine? Okay. Anyway, when we played Fear, you play that game in around 3 o'clock in the morning, and my word, if that thing pops up, yeah, you get that ice chilled feeling around your body. Yeah. Maybe I should play that game tomorrow. I think I must. I do have it here on my on me. Yeah, screw that. I'm gonna install the game. Playing that game tomorrow night. Alright, so we got our iron busy. So we must put more iron plates. We're gonna use a lot of the underground pipes because we need to connect this area all the way to here. Or what we can do is we can basically move the whole setup to that side. I think that's gonna work. If we move this whole setup, we move it back to that sulfuric acid tank. Sulfuric acid. Yeah, screw that. Let's do it. Okay. Right, so I might get quiet just for a few seconds. That is where I monitor my stuff. Alright, so we got that. We will need to create our steam. We are gonna put it there, and you are gonna create your asset neutralizations. Right. Then we're gonna add on power there. We need calcite, so that's why we pulled the calcite earlier. Yeah, that's why we mined the calcite. Listen to you saying pull the calcite. Yeah, it's gonna be a struggle to pull the calcite now. Okay, so we moved our setup closer. We got a power pole, which we are gonna put right here at the corner, and we will need to be able to grab all of that. Let's put it there. Right. So calcite, where is it now? Ah, here you are. Calcite is being put in. And then we need another power pole for the extension towards the pump jack. Luckily for us, we can only hold it in and we can move it over. There we go. So now we got our sulfuric acid getting pumped. Later on, we can add a tank to store more sulfuric acid. How much do you need? 1000. Okay. How much do you give? 37, 34, 37, 35. Right, so why are you guys so low? Oh, it's because I forgot to change the settings for that. No need. Luckily it is infinite. And if we do run out, we can always add we can also use oil as a byproduct in order to create our sulfuric acid. Right. Next step is, where did we find any tanks yet? Storage tanks. No, not yet. Okay. No worries about that. Okay, so let's add our underground pipes. We add our normal pipes right there. Alright, so you are going to be our automation plant. You are going to be our iron gears. Let's add it there. Let's add one there. Let's put it here and there. Alright, and you are going to be for our gears. So now we can say, hey, 100 of them, 50 of them. So this is now a relationship between 1 to 1. So we can only create 50 now. That's it. Hey. Okay, no power at this moment, which is alright. We will focus on the power soon. Let's add you and you Let's quickly get that chimney out of the way. There we go, the chimney is out of the way. Right, and let's add you. Now the rest of the science pack, let's put it in. Right, let's get our pipes in. Oops, well, listen to me saying pipes. Let's get our furnaces in. There we go. So our furnace is in. Let's get our coal inside. Let's get our iron. We got no, we don't have. This is fine. No worries about that. Let's quickly put our stone inside. Sulfuric put those inside. What we can do now is we can just add those in. Neighbors. It's good. Okay, it's Brian now. Smells lovely. Not sure what it is. It smells familiar. It's not steak, it's almost like a char, something like it's burning. Yeah, something is burning. I hope they are worth it. Okay. Hey. Continue mining. You said you can stop. Right. The only downside is we will have to run up and down for our coal, which is not that bad. That we can easily do. We can easily go what, 30 seconds maybe of travel. Okay. So now let's get those two. Let's get that coal. Luckily for us, we do not have to worry about pollution. Right. So pollution's nothing to worry about that. But back on a planet of Novice, there is a pollution cloud that's gonna run. And that pollution cloud is gonna make trouble for us. Oh, sorry. Okay, power, steam power is busy. Now we just need more rocks. So our aim is now just to get enough before we run out of these rocks here. Oh, okay. So I was just reading what the TikTok stereo said. Put the schedule on and those stuff. I don't. On my side, I don't like to do the schedule because you never. Right, so let's get back to our. Let's quickly mine this rock here. Nice and big one here. Why aren't you guys making? You're making, but just severely underpowered. Okay, so for that, this we will need to grab some. Let's get one more now. Yeah, severely underpowered. So with this one, we can add it. Can create a bit more power, even though it's not gonna be worth it for now, but it will be at the long run. It's gonna help. Okay, so we got a bit of power, 480 kilowatts. That's nice. So in a solar panel, what do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 panels per row. So 6, 12, 18, 24. 6, 12, yeah, 24 cells, 24. So yeah, 480 kilowatts. Yo, we would be lovely to have that in at home. Alright, so now we got our boiler, which we are not going to be used because boilers use water and coal. We're not going to worry about that. But we can go to steam engine. So the boiler creates our steam. But look here, we got our acid neutralization. We can add one there, and then we can basically add power. So it's not going to be active now because the solar is enough power for it. So once it gets dark, now it's going to start to use the tank here. So let's quickly build one more extra, and then we are going to put one power pole there. So let's quickly build our power poles. We hold it as we go on. There we go. Alright, what's next? Next is we're gonna focus on our logistics. Now the main task that we are gonna do is we are gonna get our foundries. Right, so our foundries gives us, what it does, it pumps the lava out, and then we can create ourselves our iron, and we can get ourselves copper as well, and steel if we go any further than that. So all of this stuff that we see here is what we can create. So we can iron from lava, we get more copper from lava, concrete from molten iron. We also get a low density structure that is gonna be for a bit later story. We also get our iron ore. So we need 50 iron ore in order to get 500 iron, molten iron. That doesn't make sense. Same thing with copper, we get our cast and iron. Okay, so let's continue on. So 43, 18, okay, it's still good, no worries about that. Let's get some of these, let's get some of that. Alright, so we are busy with the logistics now, eh? Okay. Next step is we will need to start to create our own plants. Our own automation setup. Set it up properly and those stuff. Right, so with the belts, I'm not going to use any of these. Now, with the previous we played the vanilla version, the new version of the original. You start at the novice and you work your way up. So we are not going to use this setup. Train stations, we are also not going to use that. Space bar, continue on. You guys are more than welcome. Continue on. You guys are more than welcome with me. Okay. Let's think about it. So what we need to manufacture is we are going to need to do our belts. Either the belts or we focus on our automation packs. But in order to do that, we will need to upsize this. I'm having a thought. Maybe we can build something. Let's get the feel of these in. Maybe I can build a small setup like copper here, iron here, steel here. Let's quickly see if I can build a small setup. Oops, not what I wanted to do. So let's put the belts in, let's put the splitters in, let's get the underground belts in also. Right, and let's get some more of stone. We're gonna leave this one there. Let's make it 30. Hey Joe, how's it going? Factorio, 7 Cinema. Can you elaborate please? Okay. Let's get that out. Sorry, my apologies about that. So, how it's gonna work is we're gonna put you like that. See if we got enough space to work with. Yes, we do, which is good. That is what we needed. Like that, going like that. You will all see it's a very familiar, those who play Factorio and those who follow Factorio channels. It's gonna be very familiar to you now. Hey, thank you. Right, so now, like that. Power like that. Gonna put you there, gonna put you there. Right. Now we know, hey, where is the limit? Okay, so let's build another splitter because we are gonna need 2 splitters on it. Okay, let's quickly get more rocks. Alright, so for those who are just joined, we're playing on Vulcanus start. So novice is completely out of reach at this moment. Due to system errors on a ship, our spaceship has crash landed into Vulcanus, and we are gonna work our way up in order to get back to Novice and maybe reach the end star system. Gonna push it a bit more back in. No, we can't. We will have to move it like that. The reason for that is, in case we do need to expand up here, then we can add another coal, but that's not gonna help at this moment. Alright, so we got more of those. Let's quickly put you inside. So let's get ourselves, let's create some pollution. Alright, so what is happening now? Now we need more iron transport belts. Okay, no worries. So it's gonna be a system like that. Okay, let's put you in. Then once we get one more, we can put you like that, and then something like that. Alright. Next is we will have to grab some of these. Let's get that out. Okay, so we are out of copper, so let's put copper in. Alright. We need more rocks. Now we're starting to not running out of rocks, but we are getting a minimum now. If we do run out of rocks, then we will have to get into the red area. So the red area is this area right here. For that, in order to get this section, there's a worm traveling, patrolling this area. So in order to get in, we will have to kill the worm, or what we can do is we can just go inside, mine the rocks, and get back out. Let's get back up. Okay. Slide you in. Slide you in. Okay. Can we do... so we need 23 of them, and we need the power poles all the way to that side. But maybe not a power pole, maybe we can put you in. How many steam do we got left? 18,000, which is good, which is what we need. Alright, so now let's put you like that. What do we need? Iron. There you go. 1, 2. 1 extra just to connect it. There we go. Connection success. Now for it, we need 8 inserters. So these inserters is gonna help us. And we need one more and one right there. So if you are an engineer and you know about programming or circuits, this game is for you. If you want a challenge, this game is also for you. Okay. So this setup is gonna be our iron side. So let's get 2 of that. You will see now why I brought 2. You will need more of these. So this is just gonna be temporary until we sort out our logistics and all that stuff. Then the next part is we are gonna need gonna put it like that. Can we build one more? Yes, we can. Okay. So where can we put it? Let's put it here, huh? Let's put it there. Put there, there, there. And now we got that 2 of that. Ah. Let's move it up like that. Or better, let's save it a small bit and we move it up like this. Okay, so in here it's gonna be our iron ore that's gonna come in here. Okay, so that means we need to mine for iron ore. We need to grab these ones here. So how's everyone doing, huh? You guys do? Good? Any game recommendations? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, with everyone here. I'm not much into like your Battlefield, your Call of Duty, Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft. What else is there? Player Unknown. Those type of games, they don't intrigue me. Um, I'm gonna be honest, but it doesn't intrigue me, it doesn't interest me. So basically, it's not for me. And I'm not gonna wear myself out just by playing that game. For a game that I do not find any entertainment, nah, not gonna save me that out. I'm more into relaxed, story-driven games. And when I mean story-driven games, I mean the all type of story-driven games. Not the real two minds. Two minds. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so what's gonna happen? The reason why we built this because we're gonna do that. So now these iron ores is gonna get separated. Two on this side, two on that side, and then it's gonna fall up. He is gonna grab one. He's gonna grab one. He is gonna grab one. He's gonna grab one. They're gonna grab. They're gonna grab. And so it's gonna be for 3 more plates. There we go. There we go. Right. We need the power. Okay. So let's put you there. And you here. That's the power. Power's looking good. That's alright. We can always use the power to mine from the power pole all the way towards the base. So in order to do that, we will need more iron bars. So this iron box is gonna come here and it's gonna be put inside here. Okay. Now we need more belts. We need more belts. Let's grab. Okay, so these are gonna be inserted like that. Okay, so these are gonna be inserted like that. Hey, got stone. Oh, go. Yes, I'm at this point now. What the fuck am I doing now? We need this stuff. We need this stuff. Okay. So I'm just waiting for my transport belts to finish up. Maybe I must not put it here. Maybe I must change it a small bit. Let's move you towards that side. Move you towards here. Let's machine underground, so we need to put the underground. That we can do. Like that. Here we need one more underground. Like that. We add those two in. We need more. Good. let's get rid of this truncated chip. Get rid of it. Okay, put it down there and we take it there. Right, so what's gonna happen? What is happening here now? Our coal has been transported from our mining site, this is right here, all the way following the belts, coming here, through there, and then it's gonna come in here, and now what's gonna happen? Look here, it's getting split up. So once that is done, it's gonna be inserted on this belt right here. So now we do not have to manually feed the iron furnaces, but we still need to do it with iron ore. Which we still have to do it manually. So there's lots of work in the beginning. Okay, so let's continue mining the iron ore of the rocks here. Right, so this is the only part that takes a long time. Right. People on TikTok, I want to show you guys something. This is a if you have any heart problems now, please let me know in the next few minutes. The reason why for that is because the few about tomorrow's game that we're gonna play. Just want to see it. Yeah, it's this one right here. So people with any heart problems, you must look away now, because what's gonna happen now? Oh, so I can't. Oh, I must put a window capture. Window capture on. Let's add you. Alright. Add source. Right. So this is a thanks to the creator here, Gino. He has put it on it, and this is the infamous ladder scene on Fear. This is what you're gonna taste at tomorrow's stream. So if you have any problems, last warning, let's go. This is what you're gonna experience tomorrow. You see? Now just imagine playing that game. Oh dear. Any heart problems now? Please look away now or close it. Yeah, then let's go. Or lower than that. Last one I will play. Hey, buffering. Why? Already pushing my internet cap to the limit. And voila. that is what you're gonna experience tomorrow night. Right, so let's continue on with the game. So we can remove this one. Where's the lid? Ah, there it is. Alright. So I hope you guys did not get any heart attacks or anything like that. Right. Okay. Let's continue on. Now that I think about it, those stuff is gonna be useless now. The inserters and those stuff. But at least we can make it. Okay, let's continue on creating our science pack. So we are gonna focus now on the science packs and all that stuff. Gonna make our power better, improve our power a lot. Hey, how's it going? Okay. So all of these are gonna be put inside. So it's a lot easier now. No more manual insertion, insert. But yeah, it's there. Right, so now this one is done. Let's continue adding you in. Okay. So after that, what is the next part of the foundries? Okay, so we got the logistic science that we are busy with doing. Let's add the engine. Okay. Then automation 2, which we're gonna add. So the automation 2 makes it's just an upgraded building of our first one. Makes it more faster. We're gonna create a fluid handling, our oil processing. Why? Are you serious now, right now? Sulfuric acid geyser. Come on, really? I will have to mine this just to get our sulfuric acid, just to get our oil processing. Okay. No, it's fine. Everything is fine. So we need to mine sulfuric acid, guys. Journey to an event. Extinct. But not mineable per character. So how on earth are we gonna get it then? Hmm? That's a bit strange. And no, this did not happen with the previous setup. So how are we gonna get it? Hmm? Okay, okay. I see now. Am I back online? Am I back? Am I back? Looks like it. Yes, my apologies about the disconnect.